Okay, so now that we see the new payment and the new annual payment for this new loan at 5%, now we still need to look at the comparison of the payoff on the new loan and the old loan. So if we pay it off in 3 years, the new rate, which was 5%, and divide that by 12 again. And then we have to subtract out the term, the 30 years minus the 3 years, times 12. And then we have to look at the this new payment that will factor in. So the payoff after 3 years will be $192,981.19. And on the old loan, we have to look at the present value again. And the rate was 7%. Divided by 12. And then the term was 30 years. Whoops. 30 years. And we have to go back. Uh-oh. Actually, I have to put that in parentheses. And then take that 30 years and subtract out the original 4 and the next 3, so it would actually be paid off at the 7-year period. We're just doing a comparison, we're not just to help you make a decision. And this is times 12, and then we have to take the payment amount that you originally had. So the old loan payoff in 7 years would be $193,232.52. So now we just have to take these, and we can obviously see that it's a lower amount to pay it off in the 3 years. So we're going to have a slight advantage there, slight savings. So take this number minus the new number, the new loan payoff, and so there's a difference of a savings of $251.30. So this will be in the 3rd year. Okay. Now we calculate the savings that we had in the loan overall, annually, monthly, and to get those numbers, we have to extend the payment amounts. These are origination fees, which this is equal to the 1%. Okay, whoops. That is not correct. This is equal to 1% times, which is $2,024.06 that it will cost for the origination fee. You see this is the discount point is 1% as well. So, which we can just calculate that out. equals the 1% times the 202,406. So these are the fees that we're going to have to pay up front. So that's what we would have to pay today. So we are going to take this amount plus this amount plus this amount. Oops. Maybe not. So equals oops, that's why. And then oops. Plus this amount. Okay. And that is a negative 6,000, a negative 6,248.12. Okay. And then to get the savings for the 3 years that we intend to have this loan, with the intention of moving, I'll take this number and subtract it from this number. So we have a savings of $3,886.56 for all 3 years. On just the annual payment. So now we just have to calculate these totals. So the totals should auto sum, and with that, I don't want to do that. So okay, sorry about that. Let's do let's try that again. So the totals for these are equal to this sum. So that's a negative. This is what we'll pay up front. And then this is equal to this is the total of this column. And then again, and then these two have to be added up for the savings for the 3rd year. And oops, so this equals this plus this. So we see that we have quite a bit of a savings by just 2% less on a payment, and your payoff is going to be lower if you refinance than in 3 years paying this other much larger payment. But now we're going to calculate the internal rate of return. And to get that information, do an internal rate of return calculation with which can be skewed due to this negative number, but I believe we should still look at that as well. On the NPV, we take all the future sums, which again we do a calculation for NPV, and we take the rate, which is 0.1%, and then these values, and then close that, and then add in the $6,248. So we end up with a, it's not doing that. Okay, let me, oh. An NPV, let's see if it's still there. Nope, not there. So, workspace plus this number. So, an NPV of $3,606.06. And the accountant that they are working with expects, he feels like they should, if they're going to do this, at least make 10% their discount. He wanted them to use a discount rate of 10%, and that's just confirming that if they could actually invest the money somewhere else and at least get 10% on it, if they're going to get under 10% on this transaction, then they should not do it. So the amount that they're going to have to spend overall is the $6,248. So I'm going to look at that number times the 10% that he's expecting. And as you can see, it's a smart move to go ahead and make this transaction. And, possibly if you end up staying after the 3 years, you still have a much lower rate of interest and a much lower payment, and annually, and also, of course, monthly. And they're definitely worth the $6,248 that you're going to put into it currently, if you decide to take this risk and refinance, which is not much of a risk. It's a very low risk. But I hope that you make the right decision, and of course my opinion is that you should definitely consult a tax, look at the tax implications, which by contacting an accountant, and possibly contact other professionals to confirm that this is a great decision for you as well. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope this taught you a lot about Excel as well. Thank you.